Okay, your first drill you're going to do, you'll have a pen. You'll focus on a letter on the pen, so the pen is about this height. And you're going to rotate your head to the right while keeping your eyes on the pen, like this. You're going to do 3 to 5 reps. And you're also going to do it like this, down right, like that. Also 3 to 5 reps. You're also going to do this where you're going to move the pen and your head and neck together. So you're going to do it both on your right and your left side. So you're going to first go like this. So you can do it this way. You can do it this way. Just that much rotation of your head and neck. Your shoulder doesn't move. You'll do it to the middle to the left. You're also going to do it down to the left. So you're going to go. So I'm here. I'm standing here and I'm going. Three to 5 times. And then on the right, you're going to do it upright and then down right. Okay, again, each one 3 to 5 reps. And then, well, some of the other ones, I will text you the video of you following, one with following the dots, and the other one with keeping your eyes. You'll see these red lines going. There's a black dot there. You'll keep your eyes on the black dot as the lines go by. Okay? All right, so now we're going to move on to the nerve glide. And this is the nerve glide for you. So your foot, you pull your foot up, rotate your ankle out. So this is rotating in, and this is rotating your ankle out. You're going to bend forward at your hip, keeping your knees locked. You'll feel a slight stretch on a scale of 1 to 10, no more than a 3. So you hold your foot there, your trunk in this position, and then you rotate your hip in and out, keeping your foot in that position 5 times. Okay, that's the nerve glide for you. And now we're going to go through we're going to do the exercises, the strength exercises. The first one is the one that turns on all of the underactive muscles throughout your body. So it looks like this. You're going to bend your pinky. You're going to bend your ring finger, flex your wrist. So flex your elbow. So from the side, it looks like this. You feel a stretch all the way down from here, all the way down to your elbow. You may feel a stretch. Then the contraction is you pull back the fingers, your wrist, pulling the fingers back, and you lock your elbow out. That's the contraction. Each one you hold for a count of 3, and then you go between them. 3 to 5 times. You'll keep hearing me say 3 to 5 times. That's the rep range I want you to start with. 3 to 5 reps. Okay, the next one we're going to do So we're gonna go to your back. So since we're doing your left side, I'll demonstrate it on the left side. So you're gonna side bend to the left. And when I say side bend from your tailbone. So you're gonna side bend from your tailbone to the left. You're gonna rotate to the left, keeping your hips square, and then flex over. You can shift your hip over to the right, and then tuck your tail. And what I mean by tuck your tail, you're doing that. So shift over to the right, X, rotate your trunk there, and tuck your tail, hold for a count, 1, 2, 3, and then you come out of it. Now the contraction is the opposite direction. You side bend to the left, you rotate backwards, extend. And extend, I mean this. So you side bend, rotate, keeping your hips over, shift your hip over to the left, side bend, rotate, extend. And you hold for count 1, 2, 3, relax. The second one is similar, except the rotation. You always rotate to the opposite of where you side bend. So to stretch, and you'll feel this stretch closer to your spine. The first one was more on the outside, the muscles a little bit further away from the spine, like around here all the way out here. That what we call the extensors. Now we're going to get the muscles that are really running along the spine. So the stretch there on the left side, you'll side bend, rotate back to the left, and flex. All right. And that's for a count of 3. And then to contract them, you're going to now shift your hip again back to the left, side bend to the left, rotate to the right, and extend. 1, 2, 3. And you'll feel this all the way up along your spine. That's for those back muscles on your left side. Now we're going to do your lats on your, and I'm just demonstrating this on my right side. You're doing everything here, what I'm talking about on your left side. Now you're going to do your lats. So I'll do it on my left side so you follow. You're going to raise up your hand, raise up your shoulder blade, side bend, keeping raising up that shoulder blade, side bend to the right, rotate to the right, and reach over. You feel the stretch all the way down to your pelvis. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Come out of it. Now the contraction. You're going to internally rotate. So you rotate your shoulder like that. Pull your shoulder blade down. Side bend to the left. And a little rotation backwards. And reach across like you're trying to reach into your pocket. And the more you reach across, the more you can give a little rotation and side bend, the more the contraction will be. So that's how you can get that contraction to keep going up. All right. Now we're going to move to your hips. So, because we want to get those external rotators for your hip. So what you're going to do, you lift up like that, and you internally rotate your hip like this, keeping your pelvis square, and move your knee across your body. You'll be stretching out those muscles right here. All right? You might feel a little cramp in this area because you're actually contracting those while you're stretching back here. Now to contract back there, right where you have my fingers are, you would lift up rotate your hip this way. So you're rotating the opposite direction and taking the knee away from your body. So the more you can externally rotate and take your knee away, the more contraction you get. Now, also, if you want to contract your glutes. So let me bring this down so you can see the floor. Good. All right. So for the glutes, it's the same thing, except now you rotate and you have your feet on the floor, your pelvis is square, and you tuck your tail as I showed you earlier. And you'll be contracting your glutes right there. Now if you want to get the top part, you bring it across to the midline, keeping the hips in the same position. You just bring it to the midline and you'll feel it on the top part of your glutes. And that's contraction for your glutes. Now, we want to get your groin area. So, the stretch, you take the leg back, you see, take it a little bit away from your body. You see how the hip is turned out. So you see my foot position. I square my pelvis. You'll feel a stretch right there. Again, you tuck your tail. So when I say tuck your tail, again, it's square and you do that and you get a stretch straight down there, right? And to contract it, now doing a modifier, you could hold on. You had issues lifting up, so I don't want you to go too high. Just go about this, internally rotate, and take it across to the midline, keeping your pelvis square, and now you will contract your groin muscles. And now to contract your quad muscles. To do the stretch part, you're like this. You tuck your tail, you feel the stretch in front. Hold for 3, and then the contraction is up, and lock your knees out, and squeeze from your knee to your hip, and from your hip to your knee. Squeezing for pulling the two ends towards each other for a count of 3. And those are your drills that you would need to do. And I would recommend you do them anywhere between 2 to 3 times daily.